Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Daniel Fritz here at SnapStream TV Search. I just wanted to thank everybody for spending the time with us this afternoon to learn a lot more about what's going on here at SnapStream and what's on version 5.8. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, my name is Daniel Fritz. I'm also with Renee Pena here in Houston. So a little bit about what is new in SnapStream. Starting with version 5.6 or so, we have a new Mac operating system support that is built into our web-based interface that many of you guys are using today. One of the main focuses of our webinar today is going to be based around our new cloud sharing feature that we just introduced earlier this month in version 5.8. And also to mention a few of you might be on version 4 or one of the earlier versions of 5. We have increased scalability. You can add more tuners, more storage, and more show squeezing, essentially processing power to your SnapStream cluster. And that example is over here on the right where I have some standard definition mixed in together so that they're clustered together. We have a lot more processing power, recording ability, reliability, speed. Also in version 5.5, we have custom workflows, our new API, and of course Gapless back-to-back recording. So the older interface that many of you guys still use, the TV link, there's a few drawbacks for us with this interface. It's a little confusing for some users. It's hard to update because we have the actual installed software on each individual machine. You compare that to the new web interface. The web interface is basically utilizing a browser in order to get into the SnapStream interface versus using an actual program. Our new web player has all of these controls, the ability to do unlimited clipping. You can watch closed captioning. We have quick tools to jump forward and jump backwards, along with smart chaptering. And here we have a picture of Monte Teo and the whole scandal behind his fake girlfriend. And this web player is going to work on both Windows and Mac. It can work within Chrome, Internet Explorer, Apple Safari, or even Mozilla Firefox. It's a basic web plugin. It doesn't require any software to be installed on the initial system itself, so there's no CD keys or installation process beyond installing a plugin like you would on a majority of websites today. So talking about clips within the cloud, this is the newest feature for us here in SnapStream for version 5.8. What this functionality allows us to do is for you to clip out a section of TV and then share it through the cloud to alleviate any type of email restrictions on the size of attachments. So many times, for example, if you use Gmail, you can't send an attachment more than 25 megabytes. And a little bit later in this webinar, I'll be jumping in and actually walking through the product. You'll see that a majority of our clips and shows are at a higher bitrate, higher megabyte requirement than 25. So what we can do now is just upload this file into the cloud. I'll send an email. So for example, here we have Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble being copied on this email, and it allows them to just view the large clip size without having to email it. So it looks like I'm getting a few questions here. The clip is not in the email itself. It's not an attachment that you're going to be downloading or anything like that. What's in the email itself is a link into the cloud player that we have hosted from SnapStream. So you're going to click from within your email a link that jumps to, for example, this video of the Flintstones drive-in. And it's a 4 or so minute clip that you're going to be able to watch on our cloud servers. See, I'm watching our questions pane here. The number of views that you can do within the cloud sharing, it maxes out at 1,000 views or 14 days, whichever one comes first. So if you set it up today, in 2 weeks it's going to expire, or within that 2 weeks, if you have over 1,000 views, it's going to expire as well. The next question that we have coming in is, What devices can this clip be seen on? Specifically, the iPads and tablets of today. Everything that we have tested yet so far here at SnapStream has been able to play it from BlackBerries, Windows phones, iPhones, iPads, Nexus tablets, HP tablets. Anything can run this that has a web browser. The next question that I have is there a time limit on these clips? And to follow up on that, the registrant asked, can someone send a 20-minute clip? Technically, yes, you can send a 20-minute clip, although the service isn't designed to do that. It's really meant for clips that you clip out that are ranging between 20 seconds or so and about 4 to 5 minutes. That's where most of what we built this around is going to be based in. It's sending just clips, not full television shows. The next question is, can we, whenever we're show squeezing this down and we're uploading it into the cloud to our file format, right now we can't do a different rate. So there'll be more to follow in with Cloud Share here once we get into the actual demonstration. I want to touch on workflows real quick. What a workflow is from within our system, we're able to set up a series of tasks based upon a condition that is designated by the user. So in this example here, 30 days after a recording is finished, I can specify which exact recordings that we want to have affected by this workflow, and those are all shows that are on CNN called Anderson Cooper 360. So AC 360 is going to be affected with this specific workflow. And what actions to perform? We see we want it transcoded to H.264 at a good quality, and then we want to transcode it additionally to Windows Media. So these workflows are just drag and drop, and I'll touch in them once I get into the actual system. We can transcode things to multiple formats, as my example here on the left side, schedule it several days later, and additionally, we can show squeeze and transcode these as recordings are starting, so the file immediately available after the recording is complete. Next is the gapless recordings. Back in SnapStream 4.x, in version 4, we had about a 5 to 10 second delay between recordings ending and starting again. In version 5, we cut that down to 2 to 3 seconds. Now, starting with version 5.6, we've got it to where it's completely gapless back-to-back recordings.